Hello and welcome to another video. It's July 12th, 2025, and today I'm going to be using Stirling's Mountain Man, which is a dupe of Creed Silver Mountain Water. The fragrance is the dupe, but it's the wonderful Stirling soap base. The real purpose of today's shave, aside from getting rid of some beard, a day's worth of beard, is to test an edge on this Carl Friedrich Urn razor. This razor is just shy of 7/8. I'm sure when it was new it was a 7/8. And it has an edge from a new stone to me, an Olympus Stone. I did a live stream using the stone for the first time, so let's see what the edge is like. I'm going to get started. For those that watch the live stream, that's really just my first use of the stone. It's a natural stone, so it was cut out of a vein of rock in the earth, and shipped to me. And so the first order of business with something like that is to prepare it for use as a sharpening stone, which implies flattening it and getting to a layer which is suitable for giving off an even distribution of abrasive particles. And I did all the required steps. I'm not convinced that I'm down to the ideal set of layers for this stone yet. And so if you watched that live stream, you saw me sort of working my way into, or basically learning how to use the stone. There's a lot more of that to come for me, but it's the first time I think I've shown a new stone of that type on the channel, and what I'm saying here is that what you saw is not unusual for a new natural stone. I've had similar problems with J-nets that were far more expensive, or not similar problems, but a similar approach with J-nets. So what do I think of the edge? Very keen. I definitely, not uncomfortable, very comfortable, and comfortable kind of in the way that a Arkansas or slate is comfortable. I believe the Olympus is a shale stone. The slurry off the stone is very fine, which contributes to why I can achieve pretty good keenness with it. The particles do vary in size. So what I'll do now is to show you a microscope photo of the edge right as it came off the stone. And now I'm going to show you a photo of the edge after 20 laps on linen and 40 laps on leather. Okay. As you can see, the scratch pattern shows a variety of particle sizes. You can tell that from the different size and different depths of the groove pattern in the scratch pattern. But they're not dissimilar in size the way something like a codicil would be. Again, to me, similar to a black arc. Now others who have used this stone have raved about how exceptional their edges are. I was able to get push into the cloud sharpness off the stone, and I try to get that level of sharpness on every razor that I compare. So I'm not comparing how sharp the stone got it, but what the texture of the stone at the apex is. And I'm not, and again, keep in mind, these are just first impressions. I need to use this stone a lot more before I can speak from a position of experience. So I'm a newbie with this stone. But my first experience with this stone is that the edge is very good, but not dissimilar from an edge from a black arc. Especially a black arc, and making me think of an edge off of a very dense black Arkansas. And the stone itself is not very dense. It is not, the honing experience is not like that of a black Arkansas. But I have that presence of the apex that I would get off of a crispness that I would get off a black arc. And I certainly have the keenness that I would get off of a black arc. So to me, not unique, but very good. Now maybe what will happen is that with experience I will untap some uniqueness in this edge that I believe Rob, the razor's edge, I think he's found this edge to be very unique, and I know Eric the Cajun Blade has been enjoying his Olympus Stone quite a bit. In fact, it was in discussions with Eric that gave me the incentive to buy this stone. I know that I know that Sean Staplefeld has used this stone. I don't know if he owns one or if he's used Eric's. And I think reports are always positive. For me, I'd say it's a positive result, but I can get a positive result from pretty much every good quality stone that I use. So this certainly is in the good quality category. But what we're trying to find out, or what I'm trying to find out, and it's going to take a while, is it a unique edge? In the way that a J-nut edge is unique, or a conical edge is unique. Or an Escher or slate stone, you know, something that's symptomatic of those stones. This is a very nice, very close, comfortable shave that I'm getting. Certainly, this is a keeper edge. But if somebody handed me this edge, I'd probably say that it's it feels like an arc. The challenge is going to be, can I untap some unique capability in this edge? Something that I don't feel in the texture of other that comes from other stones. So we will see. Okay, I'm going to put on a little Thayers cucumber toner here. Very nice shave. Very nice shave. Great cleanup. Cleanup was very nice. That's a feature of such a sharp edge. I want to get the razor out of this damp bathroom, humid bathroom, clean the brush, clean the area. It takes a couple minutes and I will be right back. Okay, that was a very successful shave. Certainly, as I said before, certainly a keeper edge. And I'm quite pleased at the performance of my first edge off of this stone. They don't need to get better. That was a great shave, but I expect them to get better. So we'll see as my experience progresses. I used a Brad Sears Badger brush. I think this is a 26 millimeter brush, but as you can see, the domed fan shape on this is pretty significant. Brad made these brushes. He's retired now, but he made these brushes here in Maryland. I'm gonna jump to the Mountain Man Aftershave Splash. I like Stirling's splashes very much. They're very old school. A little bit of witch hazel and skin food, but also some alcohol. Which is bad for you in all of its forms. So I like it. Okay. Finally here, I have a little decant of Stirling Silver Mountain water, which I'm going to deploy on my chest so I can get wafts of it as the day goes on. This is a midday shave. And so the Creed fragrance is wonderful, very high key, crisp, and it's not a lingering scent typically on me, but for the next couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours, I'll be able to get little wafts of it as I go about my business. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Look forward to any comments you have. And I'll be seeing you in, I'm doing a lot of honing this month, so I'll be seeing you in upcoming live streams and honing videos. Bye.